Okay, what's going on? All right, so we're gonna do episode 16. I'm gonna try something different this time. One, because the season sucked, and I don't want to bore y'all with it. And two, I'm trying to cut down the video to a reasonable time, just to build the rapport, and it gets me. I'm able to do the videos more consistent. I guess we'll go with. We'll try this. So, as you can see, we just finished. We're in 2025, September. We just got through the off season. Edmonton won their Stanley Cup. McDavid and Draisaitl just absolutely went ham on everything. So they won the cup. It went to it was a repeat of the 2006. This time, though, Edmonton won. McDavid was not messing around. Put 40 points, I believe, is what he had put up. Let me double check that. 40 points in 21 games. So yeah, he went off. I'm sure you're sitting here wondering, well, what about the team we're watching this about? So you see, it started off great. We made a big trade right at the start of the season. A certain player became available. This way, this way. It happened. It worked. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Yes! I need to look that way. That way. That's where I need to look. Everything's reversed. Alex Ovechkin is in Philadelphia. He is coming to the Flyers. Or he already came. Look at that. Oh, God, it's so pretty. Except he looks so sad. And all was good. All was great. We thought we were going to be unstoppable. We thought, oh, Alex Ovechkin, he's 50 goals away from Gordie Howe. We'll get him, we'll get him onto the, we'll get him there. Put him on the line with Eichel and Konechny. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, about that. So, yeah, we missed the playoffs. 43, 33, and 6, 92 points. It came down literally to like 2 points. And, we had a few games in hand. Let's see how well that went for us. It was really weird because, like, our advanced stats and everything was good. Like, we weren't god awful. It was just really weird how we just couldn't put it together. I don't know if it was the addition of Ovechkin or what, but it didn't work. And it left me scratching my head, figuring out what we're gonna have to do next. Carter Hart's going into his contract year. He hasn't been playing up to what I would hope that he would be playing to. 29 and 26. He had a 277 goals against with a 914, which, I mean, is eh. He's had 2 bad years since he had that great first or second season. Yeah. Where he was unbelievable. So this is a make or break year for him. We might let him walk. And that leaves a big gaping hole with us not really having a. I mean, Perchizelli could turn into something. Lido could be decent. Like, I don't know. We gotta see. We gotta see what happens. As you can also see, we picked up Jacob Chikrin. He was another one we sold to try to get at the deadline. We were still competing for the playoff spot. Ekholm was hurt. We needed defensive help. Arizona was falling and falling fast, so we gave him Bledunov, who was a 3-star potential player, and 2 first-round picks for Jacob Chikrin. So that didn't help, and we still missed the playoffs. So nothing really wild and crazy for us. We just signed a bunch of solid players coming from the KHL. or some junior kids that just weren't signed. So we shored up the center with Sam Oliver and Tyson Kozak. So Oliver's looking like he could be something. Like he's only a 3.5 star potential, which hey, that's not too bad. But he's very much an offensive forward. His puck handling, his read. If any of these start jumping up, he could be fun to watch. Kozak, another decent, just really good kid, good passing, great face off, great centerman. So he could bump into. He was a round 7 pick too, which is wild. Bryce McConnell Barker could be something. Also, he's a good just offensive type of forward that says 2-way, which I mean he could be something. So he was a 2nd round pick from Nashville that they just let walk. We brought Firstov back in, so we gave him just a little 1-year deal, and he should have a spot in the lineup. Should, hopefully. Lamiko, Houston let him walk, and he's, I'm looking for him to be like a bottom line winger, kind of give us defensive help. Other than that, nothing like wild and crazy. Pistola, he could be fun. He's coming out of the KHL. Was a 2nd-team All-Star winger. Could be potentially like a Panarin Part 2 with that nice shooting accuracy. And then I don't think so. He's somebody we were going to watch with interest. Trade-wise, nothing really. Those are all old trades. Oh yeah, we brought Myers back. That's right. Actually, no, we claimed Myers from waivers. Actually, and then I traded him because we had extra. And then Rupstop just so I can get back into the first for next year. Yeah, restock. Basically, it recoups the first we gave it for Chikrin. So that was that. And the 3rd for Myers just to clear up salary cap. Claude Giroux ended up retiring. I couldn't win him a Stanley Cup. I failed him. He didn't have a really good last season. Playing in like the 2nd. He was on the 2nd line, I believe. Most of the season. He didn't really do. Sadly, didn't do anything. We retired his number. Freeing up cap. Cap wise, we're okay. Like we're gonna lose Ovechkin next year. He's probably gonna retire. He's 40. He is sitting at 32 goals away from Wayne Gretzky. So if we can find some magic, then he will be back in, and he could get to it. I'm gonna try to give him as much opportunities as I can. He's probably gonna play with Nemestikov and Ratcliffe, which that's a good pair. Lawton did win the Selkie, and that's actually a 2nd Selkie. So Lawton won the Selkie. He's getting really good. He's actually surpassed Coots somehow, but it's probably just because Coots is slow. Possibly. But we've got potential, and I actually am possibly tinkering the prospect of trading Ovechkin because I want the kids to develop, because we need to get the kids to develop. And if this keeps going south, if this season starts going south, I'm going to be moving a lot of players. I don't think anything else wild and crazy. Let's see. As far as around the league, we had, let's see. I don't think there was any wild crazy trades. I tried to get Fox, but he went to San Jose. Christian Fisher went to Vegas for 7.8. Joseph Duzak went for 4. But I think he's probably he's not a defensive defenseman, so I don't know why he got that much. That's beyond me, but whatever. Other trades, or signs. We had taken some swings at some decent prospects, but they didn't want to come here, so it is what it is. Jet Wu went to Vancouver. Tony D'Angelo went to Buffalo. Picked up a couple kids. Jeff Petrie, 5.8, 2 years to Dallas. Shea Theodore we swung at, but he went for 7.8. A couple good good kids coming up, starting to develop. We also did So I went through and I got rid of every team got a free compliance buyout. Basically, sort of, kind of free. So, but that's the beauty of this game is that I can do that. Oh yeah, and Tavares went to St. Louis. That's right. Johansson went to Winnipeg. Those were all late. Those were after I did the compliance buyouts. They go and throw some more contracts. So going into this year, we should still be contending. I'm waiting to see what the player review is, or not the player review, but the NHL season preview. So we'll see how that goes. But we should contend. We are pretty much a solid team. Oh yeah, and I did let my coach go. And I think we signed. No, we haven't signed. Let's do that real quick. I meant to sign a coach. So you just get to watch me sign a coach real quick. And it's probably Peter Laviolette. So we're gonna do that. Bam. So Laviolette's back in Philly. There's our staff. Flattery, Nazredin, Tarian, Tockett, and Daryl Williams. So we should be solid. I'm hoping. Looking around the league, Anaheim's looking rough. Zegers is their best player. Peralt, McTavish, like they're young, they're coming up. Gibson's getting old. Yeah. So I don't expect much from them. Shane Wright's in Arizona with Tyson Joss, Clayton Keller, Schmaltz, Hayden. They still have Palat. They're lacking in the goalie side, but they've got a good, solid amount of prospects. Nemec's coming up, McKinnon's coming. Bryce Cook, he's another. Who is he? Where is he picked? Oh, he was a second rounder. Damn. So Arizona's got potential. They're coming. Boston's still good. They've got McAvoy and Pasta. Goaltender wise, who the hell do they have? Decent. Oh gosh, they have no goalies. Why are they not playing this kid? They should totally play this kid. Okay, but whatever. I don't get to decide. Buffalo. Oof. Buffalo's looking rough. And Owen Powers back in at least in the NHL. Vladar shot up. Tkachuk shot up. Monahan, they've got Markstrom. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to move Markstrom. I don't know if somebody's gonna take him. Goudreau is getting old, but they're still a solid team. Carolina's got Svechnikov, Aho, and Nikas, and this Koivunen kid, who's becoming very good. Goaltender wise, they're not looking good either. Kane's still hanging around. DeBrincat, Doc, Seth Jones, Kubalik. They've got Rupstov now and Tolvanen with Tyson Jerry. Colorado still got Rottenen and Carr and Landeskog. Gerard, new hooks developing nicely. They've got Jeremy Swayman, who's been phenomenal for them. Columbus has Boquist. Domi Bergstrad, Lane, Kent Johnson's developing very nicely. So is Cole Sillinger. Their goaltender is Merzlikin, who was he was okay last year. I don't know. The 891's kind of Dallas will struggle this year. But they got Theodore and Heiskanen, so they've got a good base. Heiskanen's still only 26. Robertson, Gurianov, Yeager. They're going to have to save the Dallas Stars. Detroit's Larkin and Quinn Finley, who was a top 5 pick by them. They've got a very good core. Very good core. So they should be in the fight. Draisaitl and McDavid still in Edmonton. Draisaitl just re-signed. McDavid's a free agent or an RFA. Or no, he'll be UFA. Sorry, he's 28, so he'll be 29. And they've got a goalie, so Skinner was good for them. Really good for them last year. So they could potentially repeat. Depends on the supporting cast. Florida's Barkov, Knight, Ekblad still. They're starting to get old, so we'll see how they go. Excuse me. Houston still got Vasilevsky, but that's about it. They signed Pool Party. Did they really sign that big of a contract? God, that is a lot for putting up 30 points in 29 games last year. Was he injured? He had to have been injured. There was no way he only played that many games. Oof. Ruptured tendon in his foot, and they still paid the man. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Los Angeles. They should be a threat, I think. Depends on Viala or Villada. Yeah, Villada. Depends on Villada. Minnesota's got Wallstead. He's developing nicely. Eriksson Ek, Kaprizov. They have Stamkos, along with Beckman, Fiala, Longini. Their depth chart's got to be disgusting. Beckman, Rossi, Fiala. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's, yeah. They should be fighting Edmonton, I think, for top. Montreal's got McKinnon, Suzuki, Caulfield. They still have Price. He's 38 years old, and he's still playing. So, yeah. And I think they let they let Primo walk, which is wild. I'm not sure where he went, but yeah. All right. Nashville's getting old, and the kids are slowly developing. Askarov will probably be the starter, I think. Yeah, Askarov should be the starter. Because who the hell's their other goalie? Okay, they got Soros. Soros and Bazian. I'm not even trying to say that name. Nope, not even gonna try. Jersey, yeah. Their kids are developing nicely, and Hamilton's leading the way. So, yeah, they're gonna be fun. Our division is tough, like really tough. Barzal, Wallstrom, Beauvillier. Ugh. Pellick, Sorokin is doing Sorokin things, so not terrible. Rangers, we already know. I hate them right now. I really do. Like they're young. They still got Zibanejad and Panarin still producing, and then they've got Gorgiev. So, yay, and Shesterkin. They're paying a lot of money to their players. So, eh. Ottawa's got Spot still. Stutzel, Brady. Brady's on a 3-year deal. Josh Norris, Rupe Hintz. So they've got players. We look good, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with Lawton. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right, Pittsburgh still got Crosby. They still got Malkin. They haven't traded him. They've got Ghost. But other than that, they've got kids coming up, but that's about it. Linus Erickson, maybe, and Kel Klang. Which, I mean, they're running with Dorio, and Olmark. So, eh. I feel like I'm going long. Quebec's got Cruz, Coleman, Volov, and Klinberg, and Strom. So they're going to suck. San Jose is getting the kids slowly developing in, and they've got Fox and Willie Eklund. So there's that. Seattle's just waiting on Lambert, Drury, and Bernier's to develop, along with Ratty, and who's this down here? Dvorsky. So they've got a lot of offensive talent potentially. St. Louis. They've got Huberto Tavares and Shen, along with Bedard. They've still got Bedard, and Bedard had a decent second year in the NHL, not really like barn burner. So St. Louis could be interesting. Tampa's still got Cooch, still got points, still got Sorelli and Sergachev. And then Alnefelt will be their deciding factor. Toronto, always still a threat. Still, who's their goalie? They have no goalie. Nope, they don't. Oops. Whoops. Vancouver. All right, Vancouver. Pedersen, Miller, Hughes still there. Bozer. They've had Hughes and rumors, though. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Demko's still hanging around, 29 years old. Vegas looks solid. Leonard, Krebs, Carlson, Stone, Fogel. They've still got decent players. Washington is now in probably full rebuild mode. They got Cornelius Crane, so he's going to get some NHL time. They got Slavkovsky. Benson, McMichael, Carlson, like they're it's the kids. So I wouldn't be surprised if Carlson gets moved, Wilson gets moved, Schultz. Like, I could see players get moved. My contract is there for Kuznetsov. Wow. Okay. Weird contract, but whatever. And then Winnipeg, Shifley, Connors, Hellebuck. So Hellebuck's been playing decent. He didn't have that good a year. I mean, he put up a lot of goals, or allowed a lot of goals. Lucius is disgusting, by the way. So there's that. All right. So that's this video. If you like what you're seeing, put up a subscription or click that little subscribe button. Click that little subscribe button. Ding. And leave a comment, leave a like if you want to be a player in this universe or in this game, I guess I should say. Just fill out the information in the comments, and I'll catch you all later.